Number 5 on the card is the Tab Touch Race Replays Handicap over 1,500 metres. It's another benchmark 72 plus affair. And Mark, there looks to be plenty of intrigue around a few of these runners, but it's great to see one horse in particular find a bit of form.
Yes, he's not been a friend to the punters. His name is Poonamoo, but he did win it on his last start at Ascot.
He's going back inside of heels, trying to find runs as Our Finest Moment reached the lead. Around his heel, Yoshi Noxious. Settlers Creek bursting through and Poonamoo runs on. It's Poonamoo on the outside reaching the lead. Settlers Creek on the fence coming. Poonamoo, Settlers Creek, and it's the Grey's day today. He's cracked it, Poonamoo.
That was an impressive win last start by Poonamoo. This is what this horse is capable of. We all know he's got the ability, and that late turner's speed is exceptional. To see him win 2 of his last 3, start to get a bit of confidence, will certainly help him and Alan Matthews be able to train him. 59.5 kilos here is the concern though.
It is a big concern, and when I adjust my ratings based on the weight that he has to carry on Saturday, he comes out not rating particularly well. In fact, most of his wins in WA haven't been particularly high rating wins.
One other runner that comes out of that race is number 7, Cronkite. Ran a really nice third on that occasion, was held up almost last at the back of the field on turning, but William Pike managed to weave his way through the field and grab third, I think with a bit of luck here, and I think he should get it from barrier 3. He'll be hard to hold out.
It's not often you sledge William Piper. I don't think it was one of his best rides last time out. Gave the horse far too much to do. I'm expecting him to bounce back closer to his PB rating, which he did 2 starts ago.
We've also got in the race number 10 there, Settlers Creek, another one who's been pretty luckless this campaign, especially at this level. He gets a nice barrier here today. I love the way he flashed up on the inside last start behind Poonamoo in that same race. Even before that, Antique Dream, as we mentioned in the previous race, is black type placed. And then there are form lines around Star Exhibit, and then previously again Poonamoo. He looks to be another outstanding chance.
He's very well weighted with Poonamoo, very consistent in terms of his last 600 times. Absolutely respect him here.
I've got the 7 on top here. Cronkite looks mighty hard to beat. William Pike aboard, ahead of number 10, Settlers Creek. 8, Grand Lorado, desperately unlucky last start, and the 3, Special Delivery.
I've got the same exacta, number 7, Cronkite, for number 10, Settlers Creek, number 1, Poonamoo, and number 3, Special Delivery.
Race number 6 on the card at Ascot kicks off the quaddie, and it is the Mumm Champagne Handicap over 1,100 metres. It's a benchmark 66 plus affair, and that ratings race certainly suits our replay horse, Mark.
Yeah, Viking Forest is the horse we're going to have a look at, finishing runner-up to Volkov last time out.
Viking Forest and Volkov starting their runs to the outside. At the 300, Ginetti shook off Furious Dame, but here comes Volkov. Volkov quickly descended upon Ginetti and burned him off from Viking Forest. It's Volkov, though, letting down. She sprints away. Brilliant win, Volkov. Much too good. She deserved this. Volkov 2 lengths, Viking Forest.
A really nice performance there by Viking Forest. The gelding by Dane Shadow sat around midfield and finished off nicely, but was not good enough for Volkov, who trounced them by 2 lengths in the end, and that galloper will be racing later on in the listed Summer Scorch. So those form lines read pretty well. Barrier 2 on that occasion and barrier 12 here today certainly does leave him vulnerable.
Yeah, drawn the car park in this race, and look, I think all of it, the best ratings are over 1,000, so I'm pretty concerned over 1,100 from a wide gate.
I do know Gino Paletti was looking for a race of this calibre, and he gets in quite well with 57.5 kilos, but as we mentioned there, the draw is not ideal. Number 5, 3 votes. First up here, the blinkers off. The recent trial was very, very good, came just off the speed and hit the line very strongly to win by 3.5 lengths. Now, whether that relates to race day form, we'll soon find out, but there was a lot to like from this son of Fastnet Rock.
Got really good 1,000 metre figures. This is 1,100 metres first up, and there appears to be a lot of pressure in this race, so that is a concern.
Number 8 in the race as well, Shady Grace. Second up for new trainer Simon Miller. Thought the first up run was okay without being spectacular. Back to 1,100 metres here. Barrier 10 again, another concern with the wide gate.
Look, forgive run first time up for Miller. If he can get this horse to reduce his PB rating from his previous trainer, then he's going to be very hard to beat in this type of class.
I've got the 5 on top here, 3 votes. I love the trial and the way he rounded them up very comfortably. He looks to get a similar run from barrier 9, ahead of number 3, Viking Forest, the 8, Shady Grey, and 2, Fly Tego.
I'm number 8, Shady Grey, from number 2, Fly Tego, number 5, 3 votes, and number 6, Just Act Natural.
Race number 7 on the card at Ascot is the second of the feature races of the day. It's the Schweppes Summer Scorcher, over 1,000 metres, a listed event. And Mark, this is a very, very good race, and they will go fast.
They will go fast, and one which will go fast is Malibu Style, who won in great figures last time out.
Still about a half on the inside, Potent Secret, but Malibu Style lays down the gauntlet to them. 2 lengths, Gigante, Rebel King, Malibu Style, Smoko, Potent Secret, the Great Southerner keeps giving though. It's Potent Secret, Malibu Style. Malibu Style gets his head in front though, does too well for them and wins the Crawford.
A very professional performance there for Malibu Style in the RS Crawford Stakes. Of course, that was over 1,000 metres as well in listed company. Just got the beautiful run behind Smoko on that occasion, who was one off the fence. He got a lovely card up into the race. Chris Parnham rode on that occasion. Now Stephen Parnham takes over here, but that was a much deserved win and could have given him the confidence to take the next step and win again.
I really like this horse's figures over 1,000 metres. PB last time. If you go back in its form, it's also won well over 5 furlongs previously. You know, it's got form around Rock Magic and Military Rain over 1,000 metres. Split those horses. Very good competitor in this grade.
Yeah, very good point there. Number 11 as well, Volkov. We mentioned the previous race. She was a devastating winner last start at Ascot, beating Viking Forest and the likes by 2 lengths. I just love the way she came from rear of the field and put them to bed quite comfortably at the top of the straight there. I think she can do the same here. Remarkably
consistent numbers. I look at my data here and it is almost the same for each of her last 3 runs.
I just love the way she runs at Ascot as well. There's a couple of former Eastern States horse that we'll have a look at as well, Mark. The first of them is Durendal. They're both in the Ganjimi camp, but the first of them, Durendal, Jared Noski rides here from Barrier 2, has to lug the 59 kilos, is an earner of over $400,000 and is a group winner, of course, from Contract Racing, a very, very nice type of galloper. Last start was 4th in the Heffernan Stakes behind Lucky Hustler, a Group 1 winner.
Absolute puzzle, this horse, but it's not one below 1,200 metres anywhere.
We've also got number 8, King's Troop, now a 3/4 brother to Snitzel, the gun sire who's dominating all around the country and even some parts of the world as well. The recent trial looked to be very sharp, but there's not much of this horse from all reports.
No, absolute pony this horse, and has never run in this direction. When it did run in Melbourne, it ran down the straight.
Yeah, so interesting to line up these form lines. I'm going with the 11 on top, Volkov. I think she can put this field to sleep very quickly from the 10, Potent Secret, number 3, Malibu Style, and the 2, Dreamlifter.
Races don't get much harder than this one. Number 3, Malibu Style, number 10, Potent Secret, number 1, Durendal, and number 8, King's Troop.
Race number 8 on the card is the big one, and what a way to finish off the year with the Group 2 Tab Touch Perth Cup over 2,400 metres. It's worth $500,000, and Mark, there's form lines from everywhere and it's a very competitive race.
The Perth Cup is Perth's most famous race, and the favourite for it is Kiora Kutu. We're going to watch his last start victory in the JRA Trophy.
Out for a run at the 300, Kiora Kutu. It hit the front, down the outside. Star Exhibit though loomed as the danger to him. Star Exhibit ranged alongside of Kiora Kutu. They're having a battle royale and Kiora Kutu's got plenty to offer. He digs and he fights hard. He beats off Star Exhibit. Kiora Kutu.
What a mighty performance that was by Kiora Kutu, and an even better ride from Joseph Azzopardi. My word, we've seen some fantastic rides and some game rides on a few of these gallopers, but none more so than that. Taking off at around the 900 metre mark and just outstaying them and beating them by over a length in the end, Mark.
Yeah, Star Exhibit came up to me in the straight and it's as if the horse turned around and said, I'm not losing to you today. He turned around, looked and went to another level. Joseph Azzopardi really did earn his riding fee on him, and the key thing about Kiora Kutu in this race is his versatility. He can sit back, he can go forward, and if you look at the speed back, that's going to be really, really important.
Especially from Barrier 8, Mark. It's a great point you mentioned. Joseph Azzopardi can ride an adaptable race, whether he settles forward or settles back. He will be in the running line and he'll be there to pounce whenever his chance comes. It was a very intriguing affair, but Joseph Azzopardi does have options from there. As you mentioned with Star Exhibit, has franked the form, came out of the JRA Trophy, won the ATA Stakes last week quite impressively as well.
Yeah, the time figures weren't great, but you've got to be taken with the way that he got the job done, came down the outside and just blew them away.
Mark, we could go on for this race forever, but we'll have another look at number 1, Perfect Reflection. Now, she's the class of the race. That's the reason for her carrying 59 kilos, and William Pike elects to stay on board.
Look, if it was weight for age, you'd be all over like a rash, but she's got to give a lump of weight away here. Only one mare in history has carried 59 kilos, and that was Delicacy last year. She's no Delicacy.
Yeah, no, she's not indeed, Mark. Also, a couple of interesting runners. Dark Musket, Dubai Escapade and Respondent. They all are having their third run in as many weeks in the Van Heemston ATA Stakes. They were all good to the line, and I suggest that they'll be fit enough to run a nice race here.
That's how competitive this race is. You've got them in your numbers and I don't.
I've got the 8 on top, Mark. Kiora Kutu, the replay horse. He looks mighty hard to beat, and he's got much brighter prospects than a few of these as well. Ahead of number 5, Dark Musket, with the fitness, as I mentioned. 6, Dubai Escapade, as well with the fitness, and number 10, Respondent, who ran a nice race in the ATA Stakes last start.
I'm going number 8 on top. That's Kiora Kutu. From number 11, Star Exhibit. Number 14, the perennially unlucky Tradesman, and number 15, Zarance.
The lucky last race for 2016 here at Perth Racing is the Ascend Sales Trophies handicap. It's over 1,500 metres, and Mark, it's a very competitive graduation race.
It certainly is. If Gloryland gets another good ride from Stephen Parnham, it would be hard to beat. Let's have a look at his last start win.
Gloryland led for home, a length and a half to Hey Listen, coming around its heels to lay down the gauntlet. 2 lengths Headlander Boy, who can't do much better. Then Point See Me Sizzle. Hey Listen's the one at the 100. Loomed up. Gloryland kicks again. Gloryland. Hey Listen coming to the end of its run. Don't tell me Gloryland. Gee, he's a hard horse to kick.
Yes, it was a brilliant ride from Stephen Parnham on that occasion. He just kept slipping away, but you can see this horse, how he travels in the run. He just wants to get his head inwards and do everything wrong. The stable have a big opinion of him, and he does seem to have a lot of ability. He just needs to put it together. Interesting to note, he was very good in the yard last start, whereas the previous start he wasn't well behaved. So big watch on how he parades on Saturday.
I think the key to this horse is tempo, and that's why I gave Stephen a big rap in the intro. I think he got the tempo just right on this horse. If you look at all of his wins, they've been off a similar type of speed.
Coming off that race as well was number 14, Indy Pacific. It was a part in the day. The first 2 races on that day did seem to suit the leaders until that breeze picked up the south-westerly there. But Indy Pacific here from barrier 5 later on in the day will get a lovely cart into the race, and she's got a really nice late burst. I see her as a big threat, Mark.
I'm not so keen. All of her wins have been off slow tempos and therefore have generated pretty poor ratings, and she hasn't won in town.
We've also got in the race, Mark, William Pike elects to ride Romello over Point, the other Cerise and White galloper. This horse is first up. The recent trial was okay.
Look, I'm a big rap here. I like the fact that Pike jumps on. I'm not a big supporter of Point, but I do like the fact that Romello is going over 1,600 metres. They tried to get it out to 2,100 last preparation, and I don't think it worked. And I think 1,600 is the go, 1,500 to go.
Yeah, it looks to be an interesting runner, and Pike in the last, always worth a play there. But I've got the 14 on top, Indy Pacific from the good draw, ahead of number 5, Liberty Rise, dropping in class. Number 2, Barracky Beats, and the 8, Point.
I'm number 11, Romello. From number 1, Gloryland. Number 6, Luke's Gold. And number 5, Liberty Rise.
It's now time to have a look at the best bets on the card for the last time in 2016. And Mark, I'm going with race 4, number 4, Cosmic Storm, and race 7, number 7, Volkov.
I'm going with race 3, number 6, Caracapo to remain unbeaten, and race 4, number 4, Cosmic Storm.
Don't forget to check out perthracing.com.au for all the latest event and ticketing information, and check out our social media platforms as well on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook and the likes to check out the latest what's happening on course. From us at Perth Racing, thank you for joining us in 2016. We'll see you next time in 2017.